So I caught up to the Culling games very recently, right? And it's been great so far, man. I forgot how much I love the JJK manga, man. It's been a fantastic ride, man. So I'm gonna talk about all the things that I liked about the Culling games and some of the things that I really didn't like. So let's get into it. So to start off the Culling games, right? I read Shibuya weekly. In fact, I just don't remember a goddamn thing that happened, right? The most recent memories of JJK that I have would be the Maki Zenin clan massacre arc, which I made a video on. You can go check that out if you want to. But yeah, man, I kind of went into the Culling games blind. Of course, I remember like some major plot points from the Shibuya incident, but other than that, kind of blind. Of course, I remember things upon reading them in the Culling games, and yeah. So in all honesty, what I got from the Culling games from Geto's explanation was it was basically the fucking Hunger Games with sorcerers, and that's what I expected, right? Some big ass tournament, a bunch of fights, and the fights in JJK are always good. Manga, anime, wherever, man. Gege knows how to choreograph a manga fight to make it look like you're actually watching a fight on the screen, and that doesn't go away from here, right? The first like actual scuffle we see in the actual Culling games is Yuji versus Phoenix, right? And Phoenix, right, has a domain that it can take away your goddamn cursed energy if you lie in a case. And Yuji lied in the case, and he had to figure out a way around Phoenix Wright's cursed domain expansion. And it was very fun. I enjoyed it. I wish there could have been more. I wanted to see Yuji pop off more. But from then on, it was the terrible drought of not seeing Yuji again in the manga for a fucking year. I'm glad I read this in a binge, because I would have been upset. Like, yo, where's my guy at? Right? But after Yuji's fight, we get to see Megumi, and he fights this nigga named Reggie with a bunch of receipts on his body, and whatever it says on the receipt, he can bring out into real life. So it was really interesting, right? Because he had got a spa receipt, and he said, "Yeah, man, this was a spa receipt for 2 days, 2 nights, just relaxation. So now I am basically healed because I have a entire 2 days and 2 nights of relaxation in a spa," which I thought was interesting. I wish he used more stuff like that. That just seemed really cool. But he brought down fucking houses and cars inside of Megumi's domain, and it was just a bunch of weight, and he was like, "Oh, I'm finna fucking die." So Megumi had to like drown that nigga in like his shadow water, but he like turned off his domain and he drowned him in a fucking pool, which was cool. Then again, I wish we could have seen more. I just like the fight. I like seeing Megumi use his I like the dichotomy between Yuji and Megumi, right? Like, Yuji's like, I'm gonna punch you with my fucking fist, and Megumi's like, I gotta think, I gotta be calculated about how I fight you, how I do this, right? I really like the dichotomy between those two, because they're very different, right, in terms of fighting. But after that, we get the Yuta fight, which might be one of my favorite fights in JJK, man. Yuta versus Ryu and Uru, right? The way Yuta was utilizing his reverse curse technique of fucking copy. Yuta's basically the Kakashi of the JJK verse, and I love Kakashi. That's my favorite character in fiction. If we get more niggas like him in just fiction in general, hey, I'm happy. And Yuta, he's doing his goddamn thing, right? The fight with Uro and Ryu was just amazing. I can't put into words how good this fight was. Y'all just gonna have to fucking read it and just look at the manga panels that I got up on screen. Amazing, immaculate, 10 out of fucking 10. That's why Yuta's that fucking god, top dog of the fucking series, right? But he's really not the top dog. The top dog of the series is Maki. I love Maki to bits, right? I loved her arc with the Zenin massacre. I didn't think a character like Maki was going to get like screen time like that, but she did, and she took the fucking ball and ran with it, man. Maki is fucking Invader him, bro. Himothy, she got that dog in her, bro. She's that fucking guy. And seeing her just come in the fucking Culling games and her getting described as a monster, bruh. She's her. She's Toji 2.0, bro. She's Toji with titties, and I like it. The titty part didn't even need to be said, bro. But I love Maki. I like her more than Toji. Yeah, I said it. I like Maki more than Toji. But Maki pulls up, and the one glaring thing about this, right, was Naoya came back. Now, if you guys don't know, in the Zenin Clan Massacre, Naoya was basically like the main villain of that arc, and he died. And that arc, that was literally an arc ago. And now he's back in the Culling games, right? And I know Gege has said this, or it's been stated in the story, that if a cursed sorcerer, someone with cursed energy gets killed without cursed energy, that they will become a cursed spirit. I know he said that, right? And I feel like, if I'm remembering correctly, this might be the only time it has been used, and it's Naoya, and he just came back. I remember reading about Naoya a year ago, right? And I know a year ago might sound like, oh well, that was a long time ago, but a year ago in manga chapters, a weekly manga chapter is like 50 fucking chapters, and Gege's taking a lot of breaks, so really it's less than that. And the fact that he came back, which I knew he was gonna come back, but the fact that he came back so soon was like, eh. But I really didn't care, because the real dog, the real eater of JJK was back in this bitch, and her name was Maki Zenin. Right now, Maki was having this inner turmoil with herself, right? Like, why is she fighting, right? Like, and then this sumo guy and this katana nigga pulls up, helps Maki mentally get stronger, right? Maki was fighting this nigga, a sumo nigga in his domain, and 1 minute in there you can have 1,000. Well, 1 minute outside you can have 1,000 sumo matches in his domain. There was like 3 panels of Maki just fucking sumo wrestling, and so fucking cool, bro. She comes out of bro's domain and she says, "I'm at my best. I came, bro. Ain't nobody else doing it like her and JJK, man." People want to talk about Nobara, bro. Fucking Maki's right there, bro. Right there, bro. She put her dick on the table, her clit-sized penis on the table, and started spanking Naoya, bro. Naoya thought that he put her in her domain, but she's just like Toya. She's just like Toji. Domains don't mean shit to her. So she pulls up from behind, stabs that nigga, cuts him in half. Maki is a real eater, bro. She's that guy, bro. I loved all this character development for Maki. Like, on God, she did not need this character development for me, because she was already my favorite character, but this was very much appreciated. Gege, I love you for what you're doing with Maki. Keep going fucking crazy with her, right? And now it's like finally catching up to JJK. It's Geto, right? And oh my god, Geto's so cool, man. After Geto was on his eyes and shit at the end of the Shibuya incident, I just love Geto, bro. Geto is trying to turn Tokyo's population to just a bunch of cursed spirits, and he's doing this shit just because he thinks it's fun. I love villains that do shit just because they can, right? And he's just so cool, man. Now, I don't want to talk about this entire skerfuffle. I just wanted to get all my positives of JJK out of the way before I could talk about the negatives. And that fight that he had, it wasn't all negative, but it was, it was something, right? But I know y'all might be like, why do you pass over Hakari? Hakari was cool. I do not like Hakari, right? I'm not gonna say I don't like Hakari. I don't like his domain expansion or his curse technique, like, at all. Like, not one bit, right? I hate luck abilities in anime and manga, because main characters already have luck on their side. Just making them have that power, it just feels like, I don't know, it's ass to me, and I don't like the way Gege handled it. So Hakari's cursed, well, I keep on trying to say cursed expansion. Hakari's domain expansion is basically a pachinko love story, fucking gotcha game love story, right? And his curse technique allows him to draw out more luck, which is fucking ass, right? He was fighting Kashimo. The first time we see Kashimo was like, hey, I want smoke with Sukuna. So we're already assuming this nigga's strong. If he's seeking out Sukuna, he's strong. He gotta be that guy. He has to have something on him. And he has lightning. Now this might be biased, but I love lightning niggas, right? But Hakari just he basically was putting up numbers against a nigga he should not have been putting numbers up against. Right? Hakari should have lost that fight. Kashimo should have dogged Hakari, but his fucking luck ass domain, which allows him infinite cursed energy for 4 minutes and 11 seconds. And then after his domain is done, it replenishes all of his cursed energy so he can do that shit again. That's ass. Why? I don't like it, man. I do not like Hakari's domain expansion. It's ass. I don't like luck, and the fuckery that Gege gave Hakari was just it was I didn't like it, right? But on to Geto, right? So the fight with Geto, he fought Choso at first, and I like that portion of the fight. But the major glaring issue I have with this entire fight is Yuki Tsukumo. Right now, there was a bunch of like hullabaloo on Twitter about her pulling up and people not liking how Gege dealt with her. That's one reason why I wanted to catch up to JJK, just so I can form my own opinion on her. Now when I'm there and I'm forming my own opinion on her and I'm agreeing with those niggas, because why did Gege do her like that? We didn't get to see her domain expansion. We got to see her use her like curse technique twice, and then she died. She made a black hole. Geto somehow, some way had the only counter for a black hole, which is anti-gravity, and Yuki died. That's it. That's really it. And I did not like that, man. That was ass, right? Yuki has been getting hyped up the entire series, right? And I rather enjoyed that she was like a meathead just fighting, you know, not really as like calculated like a Megumi or a Yuta or even a fucking Maki, right? She was just me strong, me hit, and I like that. But then she just fucking died, man. We didn't get to see her do much. The little that we did see, I enjoyed, but we didn't get to see her do much, and I was kind of annoyed when she just fucking died. He got her body split in half. For why? What was the purpose? What was the purpose, Gege? Why did you hype her up like this just for her to lose like that? And why did Geto have the only fucking counter for a black hole? Didn't make any sense. I'm not going to talk about this anymore because it's going to get me upset, and I am really enjoying the Culling game so far, but the last few chapters have left a fucking sour taste in my mouth, right? The Choso stuff, like the Choso character development is going on, him not feeling worthy of life because he killed so many innocent people, and he just wants to live he wanted his brothers to live a human life, but humans would not accept him for the way he lives, and he sees somebody like Yuji battling death with every corner, and then just makes Choso cry. I'm really liking the Choso stuff, but everything with fucking Yuki and Geto and that fight in general, just it left a sour taste in my mouth, right? So I'm gonna end the video here, man. I've talked long enough, man. If you like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and yeah, I'm out of here. Bye.